Good Saturday morning to you. Patrick the Okie Shaver. Saturday, June 28th. Hope everybody's doing well. Feeling good and all that good stuff. If you've seen the thumbnail, you see what we'll be using today. We're going to be using, I'll go over it again. Barrister and Mann lime. This was a gift sent to me by Dave in Kentucky a few months ago. I haven't used it like I probably should have because I love lime since. I've just used all kinds of different junk here lately. The brush we'll be using is this vintage Eveready I had redone by Timothy Abernathy. The shaver we'll be using, and I've had trouble with my shaves lately. I don't know if I'm trying to push blades too long, too far, or whatever you want to say. But we're going with just my one of my favorite shavers, which is the Razorock, and this one it's the Gamechanger. Sorry, and we'll be using the 0.84 jaws is what this is called, the open comb base plate. So let's put that together, and we'll be using a Wilkinson sword. This is a first use Wilkinson sword, Gillette Wilkinson sword from India, and I bought these. I bought 100 of them a few years ago, and I really liked them. And this is my second or third whack at buying 100 of them. I keep them in gelatinous sets for the most part. Those are the two blades that I know usually give me a really good shave. Here lately, it doesn't matter what I've used. I actually, yeah, that's it. So there's the Gamechanger. I used a sample of Scott's Pine Sheep last Sunday, I think it was, and I had some bad irritation. It was so bad that I sent Rod a text and said, "Is there anything that this looks crooked?" Maybe it's just me. I sent Rod a text and said, "Have you changed anything with this in the formula in this soap?" And he said no, and I knew that they had been producing it for a long time. He said no, as long as I'm here, it'll never change. But he wanted to know, use it again and see. So I did, and I got a good shave out of it. So it's just me. I don't know, kind of peculiar. I don't know if I'm shaving too hard, which could be the thing. Or what. Anyway, I'll hush and get on with this shave. I do have the winner of the giveaway from last week. I got another giveaway this week. So once we get a little further into the shave, I'll tell you who won and tell you what we're giving away this next week. It's hard for me to believe that Friday is the 4th of July. I think it is. Friday. But yeah, strange. Already. Into June already. It's been hot and miserable here this week. Been out in there about every day. And I don't take the heat like I did when I was 25 or 45 for that matter, evidently. It takes its toll on me. Not the most pleasant person to be around when I'm hot, hungry, and tired. That's a bad deal for anyone in my vicinity. We've been out inspecting bridges, and we're having to do a little extra on this go around. That's going to be way more than enough. A little extra on this go around, getting some extra measurements because we're switching to a different way of recording, and the information that we take, it's going to like a nationalized thing where everybody's going to be, I think, the same, but still I don't think anybody's sure about that. It's just one of those things. I'd like for things to stay the same for this, and I don't mind change, but this is something I understand, and I hate going to something that I don't understand as far as my work goes. I watched Dave's video this morning, and he was using an AC razor that is adjustable, which I thought was pretty darn neat. It looks really expensive. It's from France. I would butcher the name if I said the manufacturer, Atelier Durdon or something like that. But he kind of goes through how to, and it was his first shave with it. And shows how to adjust it and all that stuff. Looked like it gave him really good shape. It looks to be a big razor as far as the head goes, almost as big as a DE razor, which is, you know, and the AC is going to be a little bit longer also. But it's pretty neat. You should tune in over there and watch that. If nothing else, just to see what the razor looks like. My wife, she played softball her whole life. And we watch OU girls softball a lot. And she and a friend of the family went and they had the NCAA softball, what do you call it, all-star game. Yesterday they had, I think it was a doubleheader. I have no idea when she got home. I was out at probably 10 o'clock. And it was way after that, I'm sure. And then I woke up this morning and she went fishing with her mom and dad and her aunt. Good for her. I woke up at, it was 7 o'clock and she was already gone, so I don't know where she was at. Or I don't know what time she left. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. But is this, slow down. I don't know if anyone else has trouble with having rough shaves, but it seems like when I do, I'll have 4 or 5 in a row. I try to watch what I'm doing even closer when that's happening. Seems like it does no good. It just kind of comes and goes every now and again. I don't know. If I don't push blades too long, especially a DE blade. It's 2 and gone at the most. So I don't think that's it. I try to use good technique. Pay attention to that. I don't know. But maybe I'm not putting enough water into my soap. That's a possibility because I tend to rush, you know, during the week when I'm shaving. Oh, my wife got me some blue Oki shaver towels too for Father's Day. I thought that was pretty nice of her. She's a pretty good old gal. I don't know if anybody has I don't know if it's a tip or something you can share with me. Let me know, because I'm telling you, I think it's either something I'm doing or something I'm not doing. I don't know what it is. I've never used a pre-shave. That doesn't really seem to help. Now, when I was using a straight razor, I would use a pre-shave. It seemed to help that. I don't know if it did or not, but this base plate was sent to me by a guy from lives in Tennessee. A friend I met on Facebook. It was Single Edge Razor Fans, I think, is where I first met him, and we've kind of kept in touch. We send each other things now and again. This is one of the things that he sent me. I don't think he ever watches, but Thomas, if you are, thanks for the base plate. But the winner of the giveaway this week is, I don't know if it's Dace, D-A-S-E, Mustache Dace. I don't know which it is. But you're the winner, so I will leave my email in the, not the comments, but the description of the video, and get a hold of me and I will send you your stuff. Don't know if I've shared this or not, but I bought a new car a couple of weeks ago. My wife had a Kia Optima, and she loved it. And it was getting close to 90,000 miles on it, I think, which is probably not a lot of miles. But I haven't heard very many good things about those Kias when they have that many miles. And I may be wrong. Maybe I read some misinformation. But we decided to trade, which is not the easiest thing to get her to do. She is not much on new vehicles or trading or nothing like that, but she had decided to go ahead and trade. We were having a few problems with that car. Just had to put the week we traded it, we put it's almost $800 for the windshield and the programming and all that garbage. Yes, no, $711 is what it cost, and then we ended up trading it that weekend. We tried to go to the dealership here in town. She wanted a Ford Bronco Sport. I've heard good and bad about those, so I But that's what she said that she wanted, so we went and looked at them, drove them, she liked them. But they were almost, with what they wanted to give us for the car and the price, they were like $6,000 more than they were in the Tulsa area. So we went to Tulsa, and we weren't intending on buying, but we did. And that's what happens when you think you're not going to do something. But I've got a 2016 F-150. I'm a Ford guy. I was really kind of wanting her to get another Toyota Camry, which are excellent cars. We had one for almost 12 years before the Altima, and they're just hard to beat. Toyotas are, but she found the Bronco Sport, and she will not be moved on things. So that's what we ended up buying. And if you buy a new car and you're like me, you're sitting there the whole time trying to figure out, where am I getting taken advantage of? And it's everywhere. It doesn't matter. If you think you're getting to them and you buy a car, you didn't get to them. So I kind of went into it with that attitude. It didn't really help me, but because I was still trying to figure angles and prices and money and all that stuff. And I tried not to think about it, because I did for about a week. And every time I thought about it, I want to throw up. Just because I'm not in control of that situation. I am, but I'm not. So, and here's another tip: don't take your wife with you when you go and buy something. Good night. I love her, but she's the most happy, upbeat person I know. And once those salesmen figured that out, they weren't talking to me anymore. They were talking to her. And they knew that just because my name was on the title first didn't mean a thing. Alrighty. You rinse and get some aftershave on. It's rainy here. Looking for some rain afternoon. I needed to mow and didn't get to. I got myself right there in the corner of my mouth. Looks like. Before we do that, I want to talk about the giveaway. And this is just the two razors I didn't give away this last week. So we've got the 1912 here with some brassing on the head. It's a gem. It's got a short, I can't remember what these handles are called. They both have them on there. The 1912 or 1924. The blade stops are good on these. I've gotten a lot of them over the years that weren't, they were missing or whatever. But so if you're interested in either one of these razors, And I also want to give away this soap, Razorock Essential Oil of Lime. I've used it a few times. It smells like lime. I don't use it that often, so I want to give that away also. If you're interested in one of those razors and the lime, and I'll send some blades also, some single edge blades. So if you just would like to try single edge shaving and you never have, it's a good opportunity to do so. Just jump in there and tell me 1912 or 1924. The shovel head, which opens to the front, is the 1924, and the gem is 1912. You probably all know that, but anyways, the 1924 can be a bit aggressive, I might say. You'll get yourself with this one if you're not careful. It's a really good shaver. It can be rough sometimes. It's probably one of my favorites as far as single edge goes. Anyways, write it down in the comments if you're interested in either one of those. But Dace, mustache, whatever. I think he's an Oregon guy. Get a hold of me and I will get the mics and the Gillette flare tip out to you. And thanks for everyone who played along this time for the giveaway, or was interested in the giveaway. Sorry you can't all win. I love this line. It's got some woods, and it's mostly lime with some woods to it, which to me is great. Really enjoy it. All right, I think I've covered everything I needed to cover. Days, I don't know how to say that. However you want to say it, I probably didn't say it right. Get a hold of me and I'll get your stuff to you. Don't forget the new giveaway. Let me recap. So today we used the Razorock 84 with the Jaws open comb base plate. One of my favorite razors of all time. The set we used is Barrister and Mann lime. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate this. Don't use it like I should, but I will now that it's summertime. Hopefully more. And then we use the Eveready black over green speckled. Lovely razor. I think that's it. I'll get off here and let y'all go. If I don't see you before, have a happy 4th. Be careful and safe and stay healthy and all that good stuff. And Lord willing, we'll see y'all on the 5th or so. See y'all then. Bye.